Hi, it's Terry, and I'm coming to you from my screen porch because we're having this gorgeous, breezy day, and I hope you can hear this all right. So, this video is about yoga for when you gotta go and you can't. So, digestion, basically, to put it as delicately as I can. And so, join me, get a mat, get a bolster if you have one, a couple thick pillows if you don't, and let's start in Supta Baddha Konasana. So there's a couple choices here. One is that you can just lie down on your back and take your feet to the edges of your mat and knock your knees together. Actually, let's just do that. So lying on your back, eyes closed, belly button pressing down into your mat, gently, hands on your belly, knees knocked together, feeling your feet grounded into the edges of your mat, feeling the four corners of your feet grounding you, the backs of your arms, the back of your head, your upper back, all resting on the mat. Close your eyes. Set aside this time for yourself and breathe. Breathe in and out. Through your nose if it works for you, otherwise through your mouth. Settle in. Okay, roll to your side, come to a seat, and just so you know, I've already done this once today. So on some of the poses, if you're watching me, I'm not going to come very deeply into them. If you're not watching me, or just best thing to do is listen just to the sound of my voice. So take a comfortable seat. You can sit cross-legged, or you can sit back on your heels. Or you can sit back on a pillow. Okay, that's what I'm going to do. Back enough that you can see me. There we go. Relax, sit up tall and relaxed. Take one fist gently right underneath your navel, and then place the other hand over that fist. Just cradle that hand. Breathe deeply. Now I want you to lean forward, and this is where I'm not going to come very far. Bend forward to the degree that your head will bend forward as you place gentle pressure on your abdomen. Just giving your abdomen a slight, really it's an internal massage when you get into this pose. You could have your head here, you could have your head all the way down on the floor, whatever's comfortable for you. I just want you to keep pressing into your abdomen, folded over. So my hands are in the right position, but I'm not folding over because I already have. Nice deep inhales and exhales. You can close your eyes. Lots of our energy, I think maybe 30% of our energy is taken up with visual interest around us. So much energy is taken up that when you're taking a pose like this and you are moving internally, you're not opening up externally. So much of the time that you're internal like this, you can really kind of go inward because your eyes aren't spending all that energy visually checking everything out. Keep taking those nice slow breaths in and out. And slowly as you go, come on up to a seat. And then just briefly, Come on in down into child's pose. Arms out in front of you, forehead towards the mat, hips dropping back over your feet. Exhale, inhale, and downward facing dog. Now in downward facing dog, make sure that you're feeling your palms, your fingertips, your feet pressing against the mat. Your hips are being sent up towards the sky, and your head is dropping below your heart. Bend your knees, walk forward to the top of your mat. I'm going to stay back here so you can see me. Reach up, breathe in, fold down. Come to hands and knees, or come to a plank. Lower all the way down to your belly. Bring your hands beside you. Palms can be facing up or down, whatever feels better for you. Tops of your feet are pressing into your mat, and I just want you to take an inhale and rise up into locust. Take an exhale and release. So again, you're massaging your belly. I've done this several times already today. I want you to keep going. Inhaling as you rise up into locust, so you're really just on your belly at the peak, and then exhaling as you come back down. Inhaling as you rise up. Arms can be behind you, out open to the side, out in front of you. You can play with the different arm variations, but I just want you to rise up onto your belly, lower back down. 2 more times. Excellent. Press back, up to hands and knees. Take a couple cats and cows, inhaling as you drop your belly, exhaling as you round your back. Cow as you drop your belly. Inhale. Exhale as you draw your belly button up into your spine, and downward facing dog. This time I just want you to step your right foot forward and keep your left foot back into a warrior one. I'm going to move this video so that you can hopefully see me. You're in warrior one. So, perfect. Your right knee is out, right foot's out in front of you, dropping your thigh down parallel with your mat. Your left foot is at a slight angle, mostly forward, and your arms are reaching up. Sit down into it. So you're grounded down through your feet. I want you to take your hands and clasp them behind you. Lift your heart, slight back bend here, and then bow down to the point that your head is either beside your right thigh or dropping down, if you can, with your belly inside your right thigh and your head down towards your mat, arms reaching up in the air. Stay there. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Bring your hands down to the mat. Take an inhale as you open your heart, and then press back to downward facing dog. Lift your left leg to the sky, same thing. Stand up into warrior one on the left side. Follow your breath. Bring your hands behind you, clasp them at your sacrum. Lift your heart. And again, now this might be different. Bow down to the degree that you can. My left side is my open side, so I always bow deeper on that side. Bow down to the degree that you can. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in. Breathing out. Style of yoga is about focusing on breath and movement, syncing up. Next time you find yourself With an inhale, open up your chest, drop your back leg down, and come back to downward facing dog. Okay, good. Now I want you to, I'm going to bring my camera back down here with me. I want you to come back into Supta Konasana. So you're on your back, just like we started. Feet are hips distance apart, or even wider. Knees are knocking together. Hands on your belly. Breathing. Eyes can be closed. Can't see me. You don't need to see me. Eyes can be closed. Now take your feet, see if I can get in the picture. Okay, now take your feet just below your knees. Press yourself up to a bridge. Press into your feet. Hands can be pressing into the mat. They can be bent at the elbow and really pressing your upper arms into the mat, or you can lift each shoulder blade and press your palms down underneath you, but lift your hips up high. Now I want you to release your hands, and as you release your hips slowly to the floor, I want you to draw your arms overhead. So we're doing some rolling bridges. Back up. With your inhale, open. Arms reach way behind you. Exhale, come back up. Inhale, open. Exhale, come back up. Beautiful. Come all the way down. You're going to do a spinal twist. You're probably familiar with this. You just draw your right knee into your chest. Take your right arm out to the side and draw your left knee over to release down to the degree that you can still keep your right shoulder blade on your mat. So there we are. These twists are so good for moving the digestive system. Stay here and breathe. Recenter, change legs. Left knee in, hug it in. Left arm out. Left leg over right, just to the degree that you can keep your left shoulder blade pressing into your mat. You can turn to look at your left hand, or maybe it'll feel better to turn and look to your right side, or even the ceiling. Allowing that twist to just get things moving. Couple more breaths here. And this last one is my favorite. Let's say that you've had a really big dinner and you just need to feel better, like you're not so full. I do this lots of times. It's just a seated spinal twist. So your left leg's out, right leg is over, your right foot's next to your left knee, and then just crook your arm, your elbow into your right leg, and then use your efforting to sort of push that open, and your left arm comes behind you. Sit up tall and have several breaths here. I promise you, you have dinner at 6 and at 10 o'clock you're still full. Do this. You'll sleep better. Breathe in. Breathe out. The air conditioning condenser stopped, so hopefully you heard me when it was on. I'll make sure before I post this. Change sides. Left foot right down next to your right knee. Left elbow in the crook of your knee. Use that pressure to just pull it up and back, and then just twist. Sit up tall. You're massaging things internally when you do this. It's fabulous. Breathe in and out. release. And for our last pose, Shavasana, grab the heaviest blanket or bolster you have. Lie down for Shavasana. Arms out, legs out. Something heavy on your belly. Put your hands on it and let go. If you can stay for 5 minutes, stay for 5 minutes. If not, I bid you namaste. Thanks for joining me. Have a great day.